News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, we take a closer look into a civil complaint. Desert View Hospital has its third annual golf tournament and a day trip to Death Valley's Super Bloom. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, March 4th, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A civil complaint has been filed against several officers, past and present, with the Nye County Sheriff's Office. This stemming from the same exact case 4 years ago in which Nye County negotiated a settlement. The new plaintiff, Jason Gow, now is claiming himself as a victim and is asking for compensation for a video which he allegedly is in. Jason Gow was dating and has a child with Antoinette Bell, who is one of the victims of the horrific Donner Street stabbings involving a drug ring where one person, Michael Frazier, was killed and Antoinette stabbed 21 times in 2011. Gow is now married to Antoinette's sister, Priscilla, who just turned 18 years old. Gow is 37. He also is being charged and has a court case pending for statutory rape of Priscilla from 2.5 years ago when she was 15. Barbara Bell Cates, the mother, was arrested for prostituting out her child for drugs, and the case was dismissed. Barbara said she is clean now after multiple arrests for drugs and is doing much better in her life, though very upset about the marriage between Gow and her child. According to Nye County, this is the fourth complaint by attorney Thomas Gibson.
Nye County top brass, Sheriff Sharon Worley and Sergeant David Berukowitz speak out regarding a complaint filed against Nye County and officers allegedly involved in unlawful viewings of pornographic videos that were reportedly confiscated when a suspect's laptop was seized as evidence. Former Nye County Sheriff Anthony DeMeo, former Captain William Beck, and David Berukowitz, former detective, now current sergeant, are all named as co-defendants and also spoke to News 46 regarding the allegations.
Well, I think you said the key word there. It's all alleged. So until it goes through the court process, there's nothing that anybody can say. There's allegations, and then of course there's the other side of the allegation, and the judge makes up his mind, and that's the way it is. I think I've read things just like everybody else has. So no, I really don't have that much insight to this case.
Sergeant Berukowitz told News 46, "I'm not going to be commenting on pending litigation." Becht says he hasn't seen the complaint yet, so he really doesn't have a comment. Though no witness is named, the complaint also claims that Berukowitz showed the pornographic videos found on the computer's database for comic relief, but DeMeo told our news station that he was not aware and knew nothing about the so-called viewings.
When that laptop was received and logged into evidence, Mr. Berkowitz took the liberty of going through. At first I would imagine it would be for police business, but then he noticed that there were some personal pornographic videos that were on the recordings within the laptop, and those personal pornographic videos, based on my information and belief, were used by he and other members of the Sheriff's Department for comedic purposes. They watched them not for police purposes whatsoever, but for giggles.
Attorney Brent Huntley also spoke to News 46 on behalf of the defendants. Huntley, who represents the Nye County Law Enforcement Association, he read through the statement and contends that Gibson's claims are not truthful and that he's had involvement with a similar complaint in the past regarding Gibson versus Berukowitz that was dismissed. Huntley continued espousing that Gibson made unlawful statements and is a witness in these proceedings, meaning Gibson is not just Gal's attorney, because Gibson has his own grievances with Berukowitz that go back to when Berukowitz filed claims against Gibson's wife, who was a school occupational therapist and reportedly worked with Berukowitz's mentally disabled son. Gal's then girlfriend, who is not named in the complaint but has been identified to News 46 as Antoinette Bell by her mom, Barbara Bell, has settled with Nye County for an unspecified amount due to a non-disclosure agreement.
Antoinette, who was 22 or 23 years old, Jay in his 30s, apparently she told me that they made a video together and that she got money for her and Jay.
Do you think that video was shown in the police department as well? Do you think that's why she got the money?
I think so, yes.
Gal, who has been arrested and still has charges pending for statutory rape, allegedly of his ex-girlfriend Antoinette's sister Priscilla, who is now Gal's wife, is seeking damages in excess of $10,000 for each of the 5 counts in his complaint, which reportedly resulted in severe emotional distress. That's a total of $50,000. This is Unat Gentry reporting for News 46.
Former Sergeant Michael Horn was in court today concerning his arrest in 2014 for taking prescription drugs from a woman's home when he responded for service. Police also allegedly found drugs inside his patrol vehicle that were not prescribed to him. Today, Horn pled guilty to 2 charges of misconduct of a police officer and possession of a controlled substance. He can never be an officer again, according to the agreement. Horn provided evidence to the judge that he successfully has completed a drug treatment program. He will return on April 22nd for sentencing. News 46 will return in just a moment.